from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled. Oh.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The give is to Taylor. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Penn State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Allard. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. 1st down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Quarterback now breaking the field. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Using his feet to buy time. What a snag by the defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Moving away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Unleashes one. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of the first.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. On the run, it's Singleton. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hot rallies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Looking for a man, it's Brosmer. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This time on target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last one, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Then the short completion brings up second down. To the air, it's Brosmer. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
14, Minnesota, 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the draw. Sweet cut there. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Steps away. Grab near the sticks. It's Warren. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They're going to run it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Scrambling away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to get to him. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. to the air. It's Brosmer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Taylor has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. He's got his man. Discards a man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to...
In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play.
Easy. Flip. Check.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a gap. It's Carpenter.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that.
They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface.
42, Minnesota 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick it away.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. A first down for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on its way. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Carpenter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Sweet cut there. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
49, Minnesota, 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Getting some heat. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is a 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Line gets set, first down.
29.
Looking for a crease, it's Carpenter. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.